Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. We're pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the breakfast, the morning show, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
We had a lot of stuff in a little room.
Well, it's about to get more crowded in here
Yeah, why is that?
because I'm bringing in televisions. But anyway, before we get to that, let us say morning. It is Monday morning, and you know what happens on Monday? Did you see my pictures of stuff that happens to you Monday? Did you see the ice slippers?
Yes, the ice flip-flops, well needed in this heat.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna create the ice seating arrangement so you can sit on a bucket of ice or
They
something.
make like ice bars, don't they? Didn't you work on one once, or didn't you go do a shoot in an ice bar down
Yeah.
in Miami?
Yeah.
I went to one in Orlando.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say they have one in
Weeks ago.
Orlando a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I have pictures and stuff.
I thought they only have them
You
around
wanna talk
Christmas
into
time.
that?
It's really an ice bar?
Yeah, everything's
They give you a jacket, right?
yeah, it's half and half. I got it in for free, but they give you a jacket, or you could upgrade to a fur coat, and it's like 18 degrees in the ice bar, and like all the chairs, even your cups that you drink out of, that's made out of ice. Like literally everything in that thing is ice.
It's
Was it
frozen.
fun?
hmm
Was it different?
It's my first time ever there. It was really cold.
I did a shoot there and I
No
had to
pun
do,
intended, it was
I had to
really
do the
cool.
equipment outside because it was so cold it would freeze the
That's what I
equipment.
was thinking.
Now you can bring your own parka, or they give you like a little parka jacket
Yes.
thing, right? And it was really cool. Everybody was like, but I'm pretty sure that today, in
Everyone
this
be
heat,
wanting it right now?
everybody be wanting it. You been to it? Because you go everywhere.
Is it a hotel? 'Cause
Okay.
I've been to a hotel called Gaylord Palms.
Oh, by
And they have-
Disney, yeah.
They have it too?
Well, it's kind of different. They have like a little ice statue museum
Oh,
kind of
really?
thing. I don't know. It's like a theme that they do every year, and they have like a little ice room and make statues out of that theme, whatever it is.
I think today's job is to find out if that place in Miami is still open, and we go down there so you can check it out.
Christmas in July. Snow in July. Happy Monday,
Look at
everyone.
these two; they're nodding at the same
Good
time.
morning to everyone. How you guys doing? Everyone have a nice
Pretty good.
weekend?
Yeah.
You walk in, he goes, Joseph's here. Sam? Yes, Sam is here.
Samuel Joseph,
Sam, is that your middle name?
No, not at all.
could it help me?
Josh.
Could it help me?
And we got Josh. Military tells me he passes Josh sometimes on I-95 coming down. You guys should carpool.
You pass each other?
Yeah, we do.
You're coming from the
You
same
guys
place?
race?
I don't know. What exit do you get off of?
You mean, what do I get on?
No, when you go back home, what exit do you get off of?
Southern.
It's just one past mine.
Or you get off at Okeechobee?
Forest Hill.
You guys could carpool
So
and
you
save
should
gas
carpool
money.
and save gas. Just
Like
park it
stop
at
at a gas
place.
station or something, right?
Park at your house because you're further south, and then either switch cars or use one car.
Kira, is that a
whatever.
mosquito?
Yeah, I told you there was mosquito
There's a
in here.
mosquito in here. And
Literally, I got bit
Kill it,
everywhere.
military.
Get
Take
it.
I'm
out
still getting bit.
secret ops.
someone get it. Isn't it amazing how one tiny mosquito can send upheaval in an entire room?
He's
An
killing me.
entire room?
1, 2, 3. Watch.
He already got me like 3 times.
I think it's the deadliest animal of all time. The mosquito.
Yeah, because they spread disease.
Yeah, because
they?
his blood is on their sucker upper.
Like monkeypox. Do you see the high incidence
Oh
of
my God.
monkeypox is between
16,000 cases now.
But they're finding it's more of intimate intercourse, sexual.
Homosexuals.
Yes, which I don't understand.
I don't either. I tried to explain this yesterday jokingly. Somebody took me seriously.
I don't understand why that's the higher incidence of it, but I guess soon to find out. Maybe Akira knows.
I think it's because like more people are being tested. It's not necessarily an STD, but like it can like transmit through that. So I think because it like created like a thing where like some people were saying, oh, it's in gay men, so like more gay men are testing, so that's why it's up. I think.
You think they're testing for monkeypox here? They're saying even one lesion that could be monkeypox instead of an STD.
Yeah.
I just think it's bizarre how it's coming out.
So we're back to no more shaking hands, no more hugging.
No more sex.
Well, that's it too. But if you have it on the hands, if you have it on your hands or the back of their hands, and it's just starting on, there's no viral swelling.
I don't know. They're saying
you
it's a
can
higher
get-
incidence in sexual transmission. So, which is interesting.
Well,
I wonder.
that's one thing because the pustles break and the liquids are. Like I said, just stay away from one another. And you don't have to be. And listen, you don't have to be gay just because, like she said, they're testing.
Right.
So their numbers are going to be up because nobody else. Who the hell goes to the doctor and says, "Can you check me for monkeypox?" Nobody
I don't
does.
know. I got to tell you, what was the music festival down in Miami this weekend?
Was it Rolling Loud?
All I know is there were a lot of people.
Yeah.
With Kid Cudi, right?
Did you guys go?
No, we saw the videos of Kid Cudi getting booed off stage.
They boot them off.
Because Kanye was supposed to perform, but they switched him with Kid Cudi. And so everyone who went there for Kanye got all upset and started booing him.
Why they switch them?
Because I guess Kanye like made a last minute decision to pull out, but during another artist's set, Kanye came out anyway.
That wasn't Kanye.
Seriously.
Oh, he
That
didn't.
wasn't
I thought he
Kanye.
actually came out later.
I don't even think.
Were
it was
you there?
Kanye. No. No, the tickets for that thing are like $500 a night.
They're expensive.
And Kanye didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, typical Kanye.
I don't know. I heard Bruce Springsteen tickets, $5,000. Everyone is up in arms.
Why?
Who? Because you've got the $60 nosebleed tickets, and then
Where's it being held at?
this is where I guess when his tour opens up, these are what ticket
Where?
prices. I don't
Where?
know where the
In
opening tour
Miami?
is. I
Miami?
don't think it's Miami. I don't know, but people are upside down. $5,000.
So they have a big hole in the front. You kidding me? It's gonna be sold out. You know people will pay whatever.
It's going to be sold out because people
They gotta
seem
see-
to second mortgage the house to do what
they
they got to
gotta
do.
see it.
But
Do
he's
you-
old school Bruce Springsteen, so they're you got it.
No, I don't. I almost got him. It wasn't Josh's shirt.
I'm telling
Smack
you,
'em.
One mosquito can wreak havoc on everybody.
Kill it on his shirt. That way we have evidence.
All right, so I got to ask Kira before we get into our day. Your hair.
I had it dyed on Friday because I just wanted something new, and I really like it, but I don't think I'm gonna get highlights again. I think I'm allergic to something in the highlighter because it really burned when it was on me.
Does it make you itch?
A little.
Looks good though.
That's when I used to
Thank
do
you.
my perm. It used to burn.
It gets like right into your scalp
I don't like that.
and it burns. Because
Is
you
that
bleached
normal?
it, right?
I think so.
Is that normal?
Yeah, if you're putting bleach on your scalp,
So-
it hurts.
So why would anybody do it?
Because it looks good. You know what they say, no pain, no gain.
I didn't
True.
know they said that.
Facts. What we do for beauty, I gotta tell you, and then it's just maintenance. And then look at Haley. She actually dyed her hair black, Kira, when you see her when she comes in. She couldn't take doing that to her hair anymore. So now she's got black hair. And every time she walks past, we do a double take. Huh?
Nobody knows she is.
And then when Frank was here, every time I looked up, I wasn't sure if it was you or him. I saw the hat, the shirt, and I got to focus on who actually was there. And you guys had the same outfit on?
We didn't have the same outfit.
100%.
He had boots. He had different
You
colors.
have brown shoes, he had brown boots. You had the same hat, the same shirt, the same situation. Anyway, how was everyone's
I'll
weekend?
put on the dress when he shows up here.
Anyone go to a movie, do anything fun?
Hold on a second. The boss is Bruce Springsteen, right?
Yes.
That's the call. What did you see over the weekend that him and Obama have a relationship, a solid friendship relationship that goes back to when he was president. So Obama now, because he has nothing else to do, he bought this 1946 classic car, and he drove the boss in it, and he drove away from the Secret Service. You gotta see them running after him. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
How long do you think people are? Are they always protected by the Secret Service?
Presidents only.
Presidents' wives, families?
Presidents only. The vice presidents gets
No, that's a
Yeah,
whole
I
nother.
think that's why they still tried to impeach Trump afterwards. He lost just to get rid of that rights from him, because he's still protected now.
You have to be. All presidents are protected.
Oh, so you think they're trying to impeach him so he doesn't get protected anymore?
Yeah, just to.
Wait, to rub him out?
Probably.
They're gonna rub him out. Listen, the bottom line is Trump has his own problems. Now they're calling for a criminal investigation, but nobody dares. Nobody. It's never done. It's never been done. I think one time. It's never been done in the modern era, and now they're trying to build a case to have a criminal investigation.
Well, they better build it fast before he tries to run for the nomination
It doesn't
again.
make a difference
Why?
because you can still be found guilty of a crime and
And still
sent
run
to
for
jail.
president?
Well, this guy. So they find his right-hand man guilty of whatever to the Congress. So now they have to decide what the penalty is going to be. It's up to 2 years in jail. So they got to hand it over to the Department of Justice, the DOJ. They have to decide what the criminal is. If it's me and you, we serve 10 years without a hiccup. But because it's him, they don't know what to do with it. So why are you doing all this?
I don't know. Ollie, I don't know. Go to
I get a
movie?
parking ticket.
Movies?
Movies. Went to see Nope.
And it was a nope.
Don't go see it because it's Nope bad.
It was bad.
Bad.
I really liked it.
Nope.
I thought pacing wise it was a bit of a mess, but I really liked the themes of the movie. I won't spoil it. And I also really liked the look of it, and I thought that the acting was really good.
What's it about?
They have great actors in this movie.
It's about this ranch, and like they're on hard times because their dad died recently, but they find an opportunity. They're like, oh, there's this like unidentified flying object. We're gonna get a big picture of it, and we're gonna make a lot of money.
I thought it was a horror movie.
Yeah,
It is.
Oh.
But it isn't.
You make it sound like it's lovely and it's like a Close Encounters, but nope.
No.
Nope, it's not.
Do you remember the movie
It,
All of the World, End of the World,
War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds, where the machines would come down, they came out of the ground?
Yeah.
So I think this guy has something to do with that because it's very similar to that, except it's in the sky, not in the ground. But it was too long, it was too slow, it wasn't. I went to see something else, they didn't have it. I went to see that other thing that
Top
you talked
Gun?
about. They
Wasn't
didn't have
there
Top
anymore,
Gun.
right?
No. And I went to the movies at Del Rey. By the way, if you call in, the phone lines are open.
are they?
If you call in, yeah. Right, Katie?
It should be.
You have the instructions?
Yep, they're
Okay.
they're there.
So if you call in, I'll give you 2 tickets to go see
Anything.
anything at the movies in Del Rey or the movies of Lake Worth. Now I gotta tell you, she's bringing Top Gun back.
Is she? Yeah. Why'd she let it go so
For 2
fast?
weeks.
Okay. I have an announcement.
Yes.
There is a movie currently out called Marcel the Shell with the Shoes On, and it's very, very good, and you should go watch it.
I
Barcel?
saw the
It's
preview for
gotten
that.
screwed by its marketing. Please watch it immediately. It's very good.
I saw they had to redo that movie 4 times,
Yeah.
Why?
and it took like 7 years. Remember I was
Because of
telling you
like
about
because
it.
of like the time period kept changing, and they had to like the model of Marcel like would mess up a little.
They had to storyboard it, then they had to do the backgrounds,
Yeah, it's an animated movie.
and then they had to
practically.
animate it, and then they had to like put it all together. So apparently, the guy who created, he and his wife, they're married. They met when they created it, but their marriage did not last until Marcel came out 7 years later because 4 times they had to do sequencing, I guess, of it. So they had to do it over and over and over
So
again.
you grown people go watch cartoon movies? Animated
I bet
movies?
it has a really good storyline.
It has an amazing story. It's very sweet and heartwarming. It's not like I like a lot of kids movies, but sometimes like the pop culture references or like the juvenile humor, it just kind of like grates on me. But this movie doesn't really have that. It's just like really really sweet and wholesome.
Say good morning to Frank.
Good morning, Frank.
Frank, I need some insight on what's going on with the Pope as he's visiting North
Now
America.
that you said that.
Because
Now that you said that.
Because I think Frank has the inside information in this book, is what I'm thinking. Our book club of the month.
I'm gonna order my first book club. You guys gotta get the book, and we're gonna meet. We're gonna have some hors d'oeuvres. What is that called? Hors d'oeuvres? Hors d'oeuvres?
I'm going to say hors d'oeuvres. I'm not going to say what other people call it.
What's it called? Horse manure?
I'm not going to say it, but yes, hors
Hors d'oeuvres
d'oeuvres.
and some drinks, and we're gonna have the author come in and do a little something, something. And we're going to have.
But just think, this book is so much of what's going on. When I saw the Pope was visiting, he's in Toronto right now, and I guess he's going to end up in New York, I think they said. I'm thinking of Frank, I'm thinking of this book, and I'm thinking, holy cow, this guy, you got to read this book.
He's got to visit the mob. He's got to go pay the dues. The
I'm telling you, he's making
Big
apologies
Zakaria.
for all these things that happened.
What does
As
the
he
Pope do?
should.
What does the Pope do?
What's the rabbi do?
What does anyone do?
What does anybody do?
The Pope is, I think, a representation of like the Catholic Church. He's like the spiritual leader, like in a way, like he guides like the doings of the Catholic Church.
He's the figurehead, so if something
Yeah.
goes wrong, it reflects on him.
When I was a kid, I was told the Pope is the closest thing to God.
Really? Do you
That's what they
believe that?
told- No,
You believe he's a man?
absolutely. But he's supposed to symbolize the goodness of what Catholicism is. But he has a lot of apologizing to do because some of the stuff that goes on in the Catholic Church, he's actually making the rounds to apologize. So.
As he should.
But it wasn't his doing.
Well, the thing is, if you are the figurehead, you own the company, you're the CEO, he's essentially the CEO of Catholicism. Does
So
the
it's
buck,
his responsibility.
is it his responsibility, or does the buck stop with him?
He should apologize and excommunicate everyone who was involved in the crimes that the Catholic Church has committed, and also he should turn over all the information he has on the people who did those crimes
But what
to
about
the
forgiveness,
authorities.
right? If it's the Pope and it's religion and we say we forgive and we move on, do we?
No.
Well, the problem is
He's
that
laughing.
the Pope has their own militia, military, investigators, and all that, and they take care of the business from within until they try to settle with the families that are suing. And they're very powerful beings, and they bring these guys in to get them, get their minds straight and all that. I'm pretty sure some have served time as well for some of the things that they've done. But the Pope is in a bad position because you can't control hundreds of thousands of people that work for you.
Sure.
I investigated
He's
myself.
also-
I did nothing wrong.
And he might be the figurehead, but he's not like the main leader. You know, like he's not really the one that gets to decide that stuff. There's
The
obviously people behind-
Illuminati is the main figure.
Of course. No,
Did you
but,
see
like,
this
there's
Illuminati
obviously-
thing going on now?
No, what
The
is it?
Illuminati?
Everybody thinks that they're in the Illuminati, and then they have these scams that are going on for you to join and pay thousands and thousands of dollars.
And what is it?
The Illuminati? I'm not even going to answer
Anyone
that.
know?
I mean, it used to be an actual thing, but like a bunch of people have said, "Oh yeah, I've got like this banner or like stuff." Like
If you look
stuff.
at the dollar bill, you're looking at the Illuminati.
Yeah.
They're the
Oh,
ones that
I
put that
understand.
together.
So it's
Um,
just the greater being of spirituality? Like
Hey,
Close Encounters of the Third Time, back to that. Anyway,
let's just say it's an interesting organization.
so I was watching a segment over the weekend on Gwyneth Paltrow. And, she's got this mega company, Goop.
I didn't know that.
Yes, she did.
I
Goop?
did.
Anyone heard of Goop?
No.
So it's a major health company with candles and healthcare and skincare and clothing line.
Oh
and-
yes, I saw they sent this stuff to
From Goop?
not from Goop, from somebody sent us a
So
branding thing.
she took over as CEO of Goop, which was her brainchild, and she actually left movies and acting because after she won the Oscars, she said so many people tried to knock her down and tell her she wasn't good enough and she could never do it again, and she was one-sided, and they really tried to take her down. She said, "I don't need this anymore." So
But
she
what
actually
did she
left.
do? What movies
acting.
did she do? She did the big fat
She
psychological
won the
thing.
Oscar, I believe, for Shakespeare, one of the Shakespeare movies.
And she did something Hal,
Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal.
A Shakespeare movie? Maybe it was like
Shakespeare
Shakespeare,
in
in Love. Like there was a lot of
She won
like
the Oscar for that.
arguments like around that movie, like winning Oscars, but like not for like acting, but for like Best Picture. Like people were really mad about it.
So she has stepped away from acting
Okay,
to
but she
run
didn't.
to run Goop, which is a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, as the CEO. And the reason I'm talking about this, she said the buck stops with her. There can be universal decisions by her company and people on her teams and leadership, but at the end of the day, she is responsible for what happens with her company.
Just like the Pope, you are the figurehead. Just like Ellen DeGeneres. Remember when everything happened and she wasn't like the nice company anymore to work with, but this was everything she professed to be, and the people right underneath her were not so nice.
But DeGeneres quit because she couldn't control the people that worked for her.
Same situation.
Sexual harassment, I think, was the
But
charge.
when it's your company and you are the figurehead, you are it.
I
The
think
buck
it
stops
was
with
verbal
you.
abuse for Ellen. It was like more verbal abuse.
From her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's different. That she can
You
control.
think she was verbally abusing or her
No,
company?
yeah, there
I-
was a
I
bunch
don't-
of claims that she was
Yeah.
really rude to people. Yeah.
She was rude?
Yeah.
No, like not
With her
like
guests
rude,
and
but like
stuff.
outright like being like you're worthless, you should die, stuff like that. I don't-
No, really?
Yeah,
Ellen?
I think so.
So
heard
Ellen
a
ain't the
bunch of stuff
popcorn
about
that she appears to be. Mm.
Okay, but my message to the Pope, if you're watching this, you can, if you do this, you could be seen as the best Pope ever if you give all the information on the crimes that people in your church have committed to the authorities. You could be seen as a hero to all.
Yeah, but the Pope will never do that because the Pope is told what to do by a group of people.
Do
Like
it,
in this
King.
book?
You could do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, well, don't be disappointed when he doesn't.
Maybe he will. Pick and
Can't.
choose.
You're talking about
too big.
100 billion with a lot of B's in it business, and nobody's going to take the fall for that. Nobody. Listen, you have people who won't even take Trump down because they're afraid of him. Afraid. I mean, definitely afraid of the man.
Yeah.
Your career can go in the toilet. You hear that whoosh. That's your life going down the
Flushing
pipes.
down the toilet.
Yeah, nobody's going to take him on. Nobody. These people
Yeah.
are just too mega strong.
All I can tell you is I turned on the TV this morning, and I guess PBS was on from whatever I must have been watching over the weekend. And up pops Arthur. Anyone see Arthur?
The old cartoon.
The old cartoons, Arthur. And I have to tell you, yes, I chuckled to myself because I remember when my kids were little in the morning, I'd be making breakfast, and Arthur would be on in the kitchen. And I thought, why do I not listen to Arthur to bring back those positive memories? Why am I listening to the news and when I should be, you all remember it, right? Watching cartoons, because nothing's going to change if I know what's happening in the news or not.
You should watch Marcel the Shell with his shoes on. Please watch it right now.
I do want to go watch it, actually. I thought that's pretty. I like the message of him being lonely and then people coming to help him and finding his family. I talked to you about this a while ago, Marcel the Shell.
Watch the movie.
I don't need to do all that. I just look at my family and I laugh hard.
Freddie, watch the movie.
But think about it, right? Like, you guys remember Arthur, right? It makes you sing, it makes you smile. It's better
I like
than
the
what's going
movie
on right
Arthur.
now.
I don't like the cartoon Arthur.
That was
the
funny,
movie
too.
Arthur. Walk This Way. That was hilarious.
What'd you guys do this weekend?
You don't remember Arthur? You remember Arthur?
With Dudley Moore? It's 'cause you
You
were
remember?
old.
You remember 10 with Bo Derek? Come on.
I wonder what Bo Derek looks like now.
I seen her. She looks still great.
Does she?
I got to see Bo Derek and Arthur on the same day at the Lowest Paradise with my sister, and we were drinking, and it was we had to clean up the seats because we urinated everywhere. It was so funny.
Do you think when you're like this beautiful or very handsome, good-looking person who really makes it in a movie, like Bo Derek, she is 10, right? She is, or what was the Pamela Anderson? What was the TV show she was in? It wasn't Bayside, but
Baywatch.
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 Right, when you are known for that, and life happens, and we all age, and things change. Do you think that changes the perception of that show?
No. Linda
who you
Carter
are?
just had a birthday, 71 yesterday.
Wonder Woman.
I know. You ever seen her? There's more Botox in that woman than a can of Botox.
Or should you just age gracefully?
Oh yeah, I can. Got a wrinkle in the face at 71. That's tough, man. But she's still
But
gorgeous.
it's hard to live up to.
Still gorgeous.
But think how hard it is to live up to that level.
Right, and listen, you age
Pamela
gracefully.
Anderson. So I went to Miami yesterday. Speaking of Pamela Anderson, I went shopping with Aaron. We went to.
How was the drive?
We passed where we were. It wasn't too bad going down. Heading
You
back.
went to buy a
I had
tuxedo?
PTSD from that
We
drive.
went to Brickell City Center, which is this great
That's far.
outdoor mall.
South.
Well, it's on Brickell. All right, so it's not too bad. It wasn't like Coral Gables. And let me tell you the amount of plastic surgery that walks around
Oh,
Brickell
come
City
on.
Center.
Don't criticize Miami.
I'm
It's a
not
beautiful
criticizing.
place.
It's very different than where we are. Where we are, the older demographic is enhanced. In Miami, it's a younger demographic.
It's all bikini, baby.
I don't think they could fit into a bikini, baby.
What are you talking about?
Mm.
They're heavy?
No.
No, they're voluptuous.
They're
What do you think the
Top
plastic
and
surgery?
bottom.
Miami, yeah, Brazilian goes
Yes.
north. What do you think plastic surgeons in Miami are multimillionaires?
have anyone been to Miami lately? You go to the beach a lot down there.
Oh yeah.
They have the Miami camp, so you can
Do you
watch the
surf?
bodies on the beach.
I tried that once. I almost died.
Oh, my
That
dad
thing
surfs. He like surfed a lot. And he's really good at it.
You like
Who can
Miami?
surf in Miami? Your eyes would
been
be
there
very
in a while.
distracted.
We're
I
gonna
think.
go down there. We're gonna play the New York game. We're gonna take $1 out, and I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna ask you what woman, what number one woman would you marry in all of Miami? We're gonna walk down Brickell and all these things, and if you can pick one beautiful woman, I'll give you the $1.
In Miami.
Yeah, we gotta do it for an hour.
I don't know. I'd have to like meet them first and talk to them. I can't
Well, you
just
would be a
pick
guy.
someone out.
If
can
for
hang
you
out
to
with
be
me.
a guy, you have to
Well-
pick one hot man.
Well, I like women too, so
Oh, well,
All right.
then you can pick one woman. So either or.
Can she pick one out for
No,
military to marry?
no. Watch this. You try doing this.
Can I pick Daniel's and Daniel picks mine?
Oh God.
You guys changed the game. You're gonna. What would his woman look like?
I don't know. I'm gonna get him a big girl.
I'm gonna go to Muscle Beach and I'm gonna like
Yeah.
pick someone from there.
He likes. Oh, you like the muscular female? The
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. You know,
Oh, you like the muscles?
Someone that can carry him around.
Hey.
Yeah.
Is that what you like?
That's what Josh likes. That's what I'm gonna get for him.
Wow, you would think you would know these kids, right?
I gotta tell you, the clothing, everything is just different in Miami.
Do they have muscles, the women?
They're very thin,
No, that's not good. I want muscular.
very-
muscles.
perfectly where everything should be. Everything is perfectly lifted and round, in exactly the right places. Not in your thighs, not
Yeah,
in
but
your
what
hips.
are they?
There's no
What
lumps
is
and
when they
bumps.
talk? Is it like the
Okay, here's the
Exorcist?
thing. They all speak Spanish. So you're in the bathroom, you hear everyone.
Spanish.
I'm in Miami. No one speaks English as a first language.
That's not true.
yeah.
As a first language.
I had a childhood friend whose family like spoke like almost exclusively Spanish. Like I think they like came like recently, but their son like I was friends with like spoke both Spanish and English, and they were really nice. I liked them a lot. We played video games.
Yeah, everyone spoke English except, you know how you talk about when you go on a date and the women go to the bathroom together? So imagine going on a date, everyone speaks English, and then the women go to the bathroom and they all talk to each other in Spanish. Now they speak English, and everyone in the bathroom is and they're fixing themselves.
Oh, so you didn't
and the
understand- but you
lipstick-
understood what they
No,
said.
I did not understand anything they said, and all I could do
See,
was chuckle
guys,
to
when we
myself
go to the
going,
bathroom, guys don't talk like that, right? Guys don't talk.
and I think everyone talks faster. All the women talk faster when they're in the bathroom because you got to get it all. And Spanish is faster than the English language, I think.
I'm gonna give you a tape recorder. You go in the bathroom,
I
turn
thought
it
of you.
on,
I was going to do it. I'm like, what is
and then
this?
you bring it here. We play it on the air.
So the first bathroom I go to, there's a line. The women's room is like wrapped around, and we're like, can't understand why. For whatever reason, there was one lady who was cleaning it, and she had the entire bathroom blocked off, and she only spoke Spanish. Now, if you did not speak Spanish, understand that she must have been saying it was broken. Everyone was still in line. Until I realized this was going nowhere.
You know how to speak
I
Spanish.
did not really know what she was saying.
Well, if you gotta go, you say, I gotta un poquito. Woof!
But
What
it
do I
is-
do?
But it is beautiful. We went to Tacology. And here's the thing, it's taco.
What the hell is that?
So it's this taco place up in Brickell City Center, and talk about a market of what they've done. It's awesome. So everything, you get a tablet, you order your own food, you do the whole thing, your order, but then when you pay your bill, your server, who only came to give you water and the food, has an 18% tip automatically put on the bill.
Why would I
But
eat
you've
that?
looked through it, you've placed your own order, you've decided what you want, what you don't want, who wants
So
what.
what
You
am I
pass this
paying
tablet
for?
around. But when you go to pay, you have an instant
For what?
18% tip. I do not know.
Some restaurants do that.
Yeah, is it every time you pay, or is it like the party of 5 kind of thing, or more?
I don't know. All I know is there's an 18% tip, and I'm thinking, he was really nice. He filled our water glasses, but what? 18% was a lot, right? So apparently it's a Miami thing. Ashley told me a lot of the restaurants in Miami have an automatic 18% gratuity because it's so international that when people come from other countries, they don't
I
necessarily
don't
tip.
mind doing that, but if I go to one of these places where you serve yourself,
No, it wasn't a buffet. You just had this tablet. They have it down at Sistrunk Marketplace also in Fort
who's
Lauderdale. where
putting
you
the food on
order.
the tablet?
You are. It's like here, Freddie, order, and you like we do when we
Okay,
order. Uber
so how do you
Eats,
get
here,
your
you guys
food?
all order. The server brings it.
Okay, that's what you're paying for.
18% to bring your food.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. No.
No. You go to a restaurant, you order a McDonald's a hamburger. He brings you the food. You're gonna pay him?
Oh,
I think the thing is like if you do want to tip, you,
Kinda have
you
the
have to
choice,
tip. You got to tip that extra $2-3, which kind of sucks, because you would just want to give them everything right there, right? Because you have to do that. If the 18%'s already included,
Is he speaking English?
I don't know. If the 18%'s already included,
Right, you can't give him any more. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I give 20% no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to do the math for that.
If he
extra
tells me
2%.
if he tells me I'm gonna give him 18, then so be it. If you tell me I'm gonna
okay.
give you 15, I'm gonna give you 15.
Okay.
but I think they say internationally, not everyone tips the same way. You're, right? Is it different in Colombia?
That's like an American thing, tipping.
If he
Yeah,
brought
I
you
think
the
it's very,
food.
very American.
It is.
Like I remember when I visited Japan, you don't tip. It's like seemed disrespectful.
It's disrespectful in Japan.
Really?
Do they get paid more?
Yeah, like they get paid more. Like they get
It's
paid
in the
by
price.
the hour, not by tips.
See,
Like that.
it's funny you said that because I went to a Japanese restaurant with a friend of mine, and he ordered like $300-400 worth of food because it was a big group of us. So I said to him, "Listen, let me pay the $80 tip. It must have been $400. Let me pay
Tip
the
of
tip.
$80.
20%. It was $400. No, Santori, no pay. He was Portuguese. No. It's in the bill. I said, Papa, it's not in the bill. So we go outside, and the owner of the Japanese restaurant comes running out. Did we insult you? And he said, no, why? He says, you didn't tip. And he says, you're Japanese. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be in the bill. It's because he was in Japan. Same thing you just said. He says, when I was in Japan, I never tipped because it was insulting. Yeah, but you're in America. So I coughed up the $80. I said, don't worry about it here. But that's very true.
You guys see there's a, bless you, there's a sign war between McDonald's and Dairy Queen.
Now what's the problem?
Ice cream. Have you seen this? So they're having this sign war on the outside signs between McDonald's and Dairy Queen, because you know McDonald's ice cream machines are always broken, right? This is the joke, the meme. They notoriously never have ice cream. So McDonald's and Dairy Queen are going at it about, oh, at least now we have ice cream, this whole thing, and then somehow Sonic got brought in, so they're having this fast food
Oh, I know what it is.
war
I know what it
over
is.
the ice cream.
I know what it is.
What is it?
McDonald McFlurry machines never work.
Right, exactly.
So they started this campaign a few months ago about making fun of McDonald's flurry machine. So people were actually driving up to McDonald's. Is your flurry machine working? And they would take your picture. And they started posting pictures because the machines never work.
So I think this is such a like a millennial thing. This is such a Katie thing too. Spotlight, right?
Do you ever get a McFlurry? No, you go to you
I've got it
do?
The
before.
Oreo McFlurries are really good.
I like the M&M.
We tried a Dairy Queen today.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Yes,
Oreo
I
dirt
agree.
pies.
Yes.
Field
The
trip.
dirt pies with the gummy worms in them.
Ice cream field trip.
What? There's
What?
there's gummy worms in it?
Yeah, you don't know?
What?
I've never eaten
That sounds good.
it.
That's
I did not know
disgusting.
about this option.
I think Katie is the biggest sugar craver in the whole studio.
And she don't know half of it.
No.
Bailey?
I'm worse.
Really?
You like
I
sugar?
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
worse.
Kira. I think
No,
we're
no,
pretty
I'm
close.
worse. I'm worse.
I know Bailey took one eye at you were
Do you have a
Danish and
candy
you
off?
had to leave the room.
Yeah.
Last week when Bailey said, Josh, that's your breakfast?
Oh, yeah,
and
she
you
was
said
about
it's
to
the
eat my
Danish.
Danish.
Josh's like, I gotta go.
Oh yeah, is Bailey being here today? I don't come
She's
here
here on Tuesdays.
Okay, my bad.
Is there a frozen yogurt place around here?
Sure.
Yeah.
You like frozen yogurt?
We'll
Frozen
find one.
yogurt places are by far the best.
You see, I
you guys
have
had
one.
Menchie's?
Yeah, I like
Really
Menchie's. I
good.
was there like once. I want to go there again.
I had a
Good.
frozen yogurt. I used to go to this guy. I had a card, and every fifth one you got one free. And he was telling me how they have to stir it constantly to make sure the bacteria doesn't form on it.
Oh, speaking of which, I gotta check. Jeremiah's Italian Ice is supposed to be bringing in some treats this week. I have to confirm a day with her.
You have a check.
All right.
What?
That'll What is
Didn't she just say she got a check? She interrupts my story.
Jeremiah's
What kind of
Italian
check
Ice.
did you get?
Jeremiah's
Let me
Italian.
get
I don't
hers.
have a check.
Didn't she say I have a check?
I'm more important about the ice.
Yeah, I didn't.
We
use
just
that.
want to
I said I
check.
have to check with her on what day she's coming in.
This week.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about
Jeremiah's
that last
Italian.
week.
So you're gonna have yogurt, so they don't stir the bacteria.
And I got sick. No, but Jeremiah doesn't do yogurt. They only do frozen ice.
I'm already
What's the
pale, Josh.
vanilla stuff that goes in it?
That's something else.
What is
I
it?
already
Custard.
blended with the light.
Yeah, that's something
So
else.
it's
What's the
just-
difference between custard and yogurt?
Yogurt gets highly bacterialized. You got to constantly stir it, the guy was telling me.
He's shaking
Yeah, but
his
those
head.
ice cream machines.
Yes, but they go on top and they're constantly stirring. Listen, I got sick. I'm not, I didn't go back anymore.
You know yogurt?
And I know the guy, the yogurt, the frozen yogurt. So that's diabetes. They don't have sugar. They don't have fats. And they have the best stuff in the world.
I
but
could
you
relate
can't eat it.
because I could relate because one time I got sick off of eggs and like the smell of eggs repulsed me for like 2 years and I didn't like eat eggs often for like 2 years.
That's how I felt when I was pregnant. The smell of Chinese food.
You're pregnant? Oh, I love the
No.
smell of Chinese food.
When
Do
you're
you
pregnant, ugh.
I used to have a chicken farm. And chickens do not smell nice.
No.
So when I used to tell my father, we gotta get rid of the chickens. So he used to take me to the chicken place, you know, that famous guy with the
KFC?
beard, yeah. Just for me to smell it afterwards, because after a week of dealing with chickens, you couldn't stand eggs, you couldn't stand chicken.
The smell of fried chicken is delicious if you eat it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I went to Peggy Adams this weekend to pet the cats. It was the pet. Yeah, they have like a little petting place for like cats, like so you could give them company or play with them.
That's so cute.
Anyone ever foster an animal?
No, but I went.
You kept
Sam the
it.
pit bull.
I went, okay, so like I was at Peggy Adams and there was like this room with like a couple of rambunctious little kittens and my dad was there like previously and his shoes have laces on them and the cats love the laces.
Do you want a cat? I have a cat
Yeah.
to give you.
But like when I came in,
Ignoring you.
when I came in, the kittens like saw my shoes and they're like, okay, where are the laces? And I don't have laces on this shoe.
You want a cat? Freddie's got two. He's giving away.
kitten
one
said
one
that?
second.
Still a no.
The
The cat said that?
I was like in the room and I didn't have laces and one of the kittens stood on my shoe and started yelling at me.
So
But
the cat,
I can't take in a cat.
So the kitten asked you where the laces were?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You spoke to the kitten?
Yeah.
Do you hear them when they talk to you?
Yeah, they're like like one was really mad standing on my shoe like where are the laces?
You ever seen that movie where everybody in the room went to one corner and that person was just sitting there?
How was your weekend?
It was good. I saw The Godfather for the first time.
Which one?
How
The
was
first
it?
one. It was really good. I want to see part 2 now.
You know, there's 6 of them.
Is that going to be in your movie game this week?
It already is.
I'm
I don't
watching
think
The Boys.
Yeah.
There was the vampire movie, The Boys?
No,
the superhero show.
superhero
Oh.
show. It's so
God.
good.
You're thinking of The Lost Boys, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Peter Pan? So you like The Godfather?
Yeah, it was really good.
Which is your favorite actor? Favorite actor?
In The Godfather? I think that was like the first movie I've seen Marlon Brando in. He was like, I could see why he won an Academy Award for Best Actor.
He was good.
hmm
I know.
I can't recognize actors. Like,
There was this movie that came out recently. It was called Men, and like it was like a thing where like every man in the village that they were in was played by the same dude, and I didn't realize this until like the day after I saw the movie. I was
You're-
like, wait, what?
you're here on
played by the
Thursday,
same
right?
dude? Yeah.
You should play their game Thursday.
Oh, you're good with,
She's
you're
a
good with
big
movies?
movie buff.
She works at the movies, right?
You ever seen Apocalypse Now?
The Vietnam
Yeah.
movie?
I know how to
With
spell
Charlie
random
Sheen?
Brando
production.
was in that.
Charlie Sheen in that one?
Brando was in that.
Martin.
Martin Sheen?
Martin
Martin
Sheen.
Sheen. Yeah, he nearly died during it.
And Brando's in that
Okay.
as well.
That production was a train wreck. There's like a documentary on how awful producing Apocalypse Now was.
Was it?
You're always high.
Katie, how was your week? You're very quiet today back there. What's going on with you?
I'm just chilling.
Well, are you stressed less and decompressed?
No, I'm good. I
You go to the movies?
did some Zumba.
Oh, she did Zumba with Angel.
Yeah.
You did Zumba.
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
It was great.
What's wrong with your hand? You're missing a screw?
Look at screws everywhere.
She has a screw missing. I
Then I
found one
got
on
a
the
car
floor.
wash, and it was very much needed.
Oh, you remember the movie Car Wash?
I did. I got my car wash this weekend. Very productive. I painted our step this weekend.
Where do you go to get your car wash?
I went right here on the corner of Glades and
They're too
Oh,
harsh.
is it the best?
Federal.
Best something?
it's the $4.95 car wash, but it cost me $39.95 to get my car
Okay.
wash.
I ain't doing that. I
did a
wash it
cheaper
myself.
One.
There is
and
a-
It's really fun though because there's like you go through the thing, and there's like it's like a little late show. It's soaped. Like, yeah.
I call Bikini Bubbles.
So I go to the car wash. You know, it used to be Bikini Bubbles, $4.95, but apparently everything
If
has
I'm
gone
gonna
up.
pay $39,
You want
I call
Bikini
Bikini
Bubbles?
Bubbles. That's a company, and they come in bikinis and they wash your car.
Do they
Of
still have
course
car
you go
washes
there.
in high schools? Do you still do car washes in high school?
No.
That
You
was
never
a
did
thing.
one. He don't wash no cars.
But he's in high, but all the girls, they
I
would
don't know about that.
would have car washes, right? All the clubs would put car washes together.
Is that true?
My high school did that, yeah.
Yeah,
The fun stuff.
to fundraisers. So you could go get your car washed and you would watch.
Oh, they do that now. One of the schools, I think Atlantic, and you
Yeah.
go to where the mall is, by McDonald's, by the way, because they have a host thing there, and
Get
they
your car
wash
washed.
cars.
Absolutely.
No, I wouldn't let no kid wash my car. They scratch my cards all over.
So whenever
all over.
I went out for dinner Saturday night, and you know the saying, a southern drawl? They have
No.
a southern drawl.
What is that?
No.
Well, I never really knew what it was. So when people from the south, they say have a southern drawl. And then our server had this southern drawl. So she would, and then we always kept losing the end of the sentence because she drawled
I
it
hate
up.
it when you go to Miami. You
I was
you
not
come
in
back
Miami. I was
messed
in.
up.
I always.
What the hell is a what
So
is
she
that?
was talking. I feel I sound like Katie.
Can you
and
give
then,
us an example?
She
sorry,
just
so
did.
sorry that you did was gonna be like, but we're gonna give you one dessert.
You
for
mean just
free.
like talking fast?
Until the
No,
end,
they
and
had
then you
that
never got the end
dip.
of the conversation.
They had the dip of the
Yes.
dip of it.
And I said, "Where are you from?" And she was from.
That happens when you're from New York.
No, she was from a southern state, a southern situation. Very nice
Texas?
girl.
Say hi to all our friends.
All
Gary,
of our friends.
Peter, Colin, Frank.
Say hello to all of our friends.
They're all watching.
Movie day.
I
That's
went.
such a sincere wave.
What?
Like,
So let me tell you, I went to Movies of the Ray Saturday
Yes.
to see no.
Nope.
I wanted to see something else, but they didn't have it, right? So I go there. So Rochelle is there, the owner of the movie theater, and she's showing me all these pictures of the event that occurred on Friday.
Thursday.
That one, Thursday. So I'm watching them. All of them are about the two male dancers. I thought they had like a group of dancers, right? They had two guys. And one guy is dancing on his head in, I don't know what that was, a napkin. And he's
He had a
showing,
napkin from the waist down.
he had a napkin on his face because there was
Okay.
nothing on him. This guy was completely,
He was naked. No.
practically. Well, you know, he unfortunately doesn't wear anything that fits his clothing. So yeah, he was like flopping the mops, and the
No.
women were going crazy.
Were a lot of women there?
It was sold out. It was like 100 and something people there.
Seriously?
And she has pictures. So she's not showing me because I told her I'm really not interested, but thank you for playing. She's showing Linda and all the women that are walking. Rochelle loved it. She says, we got to have this some more. So I said to Rochelle, I can fill this place with guys if you let me bring in the girls and then we show a movie. She says, no, it doesn't have the same effect. Yeah, it does.
So apparently this movie is called How to Please a Woman.
How to Please a Woman.
And some people are offended by the title of this movie, and I'm shocked.
Why?
I don't understand. It's because maybe it's not exactly what the title is, right? Maybe it's just a teaser of the title, but it's not a sexual movie. I mean, I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea what the movie's about.
I don't either, but people they were a little offended, and I was like, really?
Do you remember Al Pacino in the movie Scent of a Woman?
Yes.
That movie was supposed to be How to Please a Woman, and they did away with that title, and they came out with Scent of a Woman. Hoo-yah! That was Al
You're
Pacino.
so old school.
Did you ever watch it? You know who Al
He's like,
Pacino
wow.
that
is?
was really
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you gotta watch Scent of a Woman.
I've seen a bunch of his older movies too.
Watch, it's not that old, but watch, it was in the 80s or 90s. Watch Scent of a Woman, and then tell me whether or not, I tell you The Godfather was good, I'm not gonna let you down. Scent of a Woman,
I've heard of
Is on
good stuff
fire.
about that movie.
and also watch Full Metal Jacket.
I've seen that.
How'd you like it?
It was really good. I saw it a couple years ago.
That's a wild, that's a harsh movie.
Yeah, I can't watch that
That's
one.
about the Vietnam War.
Anyone watching Westworld?
I've seen the
Oh,
first
what
season. The
is
movie
it?
or the show?
The show.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's on Sunday
It's
nights.
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I've seen the
can't
first 2
stand it.
seasons.
Chuck and Aaron apparently are watching it. So I was sitting in the room last night when he turned it on.
Yeah.
And I
a
was,
weird noise.
I had to go.
Try
I
heat.
could not even. He's like, it's not so bad. Every time I looked up, there was more blood. It reminds me of that Quentin, what's his name?
Quentin Tarantino.
Him.
You know, he's mentally crazy.
It reminded me of that look, and it's
He's
not
crazy.
anything
He's
that
not
I can
normal.
watch or do. Quentin
Quentin is
Tarantino?
not normal.
That's what makes his movies
Yeah,
good.
but he's brilliant.
Wait
I don't know
for
about
Ron-
brilliant. He did that vampire movie.
Dusk Till Dawn.
That's the one.
Oh.
But you know, he had My Lady in that movie. That's the only reason I watch it
He
over
did
and
that
over.
World War
Salma.
II.
Oh,
you know, that
baby.
Nazi
Salma.
movie also. And
Glorious Bastards.
people love that. It was a little too much for me. Way too violent for me.
Like all his movies are violent.
They're very
Everything.
violent, but I guess there's a
Really?
cult following to that kind of violence.
Yeah.
Right?
Tarantino, yeah. Stuff.
Didn't Tarantino also do the one with Travolta and
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction?
Greatest movie ever.
Really?
I love that.
I have the wallet from there.
That movie makes no sense.
It's the greatest movie of all time.
Why? All right, take the mic. Why?
Why?
Because I mean, there is a story to it, if you want to say, or plot line to it, but everything's just full circle, and everything has very just nostalgic look to it, I guess.
Marcel the Shell is better.
Okay.
Tarantino is completely crazy. The vampire movie had a story to it, and it was a little sexy, and then it got ugly with the vampires. Right? The vampires are the effects of the
They all
vampire.
turned into vampires.
That was old school vampiring if I ever heard one.
I don't know. People have it's this whole cult following though. It's a totally different. Like Godfather has a following. Different movie genres have different followings.
What's the name of the guy that's on Three Men? The young guy that married.
Charlie Sheen.
No. The guy that took his place.
Ashton Kutcher.
That guy. Did you ever see the movie What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas? Or Stays
Oh,
in
with
Vegas?
Cameron Diaz.
With Diaz, with the dancer with the blonde hair?
Yeah,
Okay, you ever watch that movie?
I've seen
It
it.
is freaking hilarious. I watched it last night with a little cocktail or two.
They have to live
I
together.
was rolling. Did you find it funny?
Yeah, it was. Fun.
And his friend, the attorney, and her friend, they are hilarious, and they end up together. You gotta
He
watch
thinks you're
it.
funny.
It's a
This one's
good
so
movie.
Quiet. Why are you so quiet over there? You're making me nervous.
What do you mean? I'm finding pictures.
Ever seen her so quiet, Josh?
I found a picture of.
You're drawing pictures.
No, I didn't. Well, I was coloring, but.
So the movie's.
She's making me nervous back there. She's very
I'm
quiet.
good. I promise. I'm good.
Now let me ask you: when you guys go to the movies, you go empty-handed?
What do you mean?
No, I
Bring
bring
your own candy?
I bring candy.
You bring
or-
your own candy.
There's like a McDonald's next to the theater I go to.
Dollar store.
I'll shove a McChicken in
The
my
dollar
pocket.
store.
A
Go to
McChicken.
the, go to the
McChicken.
dollar store. A McChicken.
How do you?
Put it in.
In my pot. You know how small a McChicken is? It's like this big.
You put it in a Ziploc first, at least. Like-
One of us has like cargo pants, and we'll like shove it in the pocket or something.
A big chicken.
That'd be a funny segment. How many things can you pull out of your pockets when you go to the
Sorry.
movies?
When I worked at the movie theater, I got a 50% discount on my food, so I would just get food from the theater. It was like cheaper, like I'd have like
Because you worked there.
What's the best movie theater food?
I like
Chicken wings.
popcorn.
Seasoned.
Personally, at Cinemark, I think the pizza is the best.
Best
Chicken wings.
best movie food.
You just get a bucket of popcorn, put a little butter in there. That's it. Just get a thing of Coke, and then while you're watching the movie, you toss popcorn in your mouth. Keep the popcorn in there, and drink the Coke, and let the Coke dissolve the popcorn in
Counterpoint,
your mouth.
put M&Ms or cookie dough bites in the popcorn. It's so
So it's
good.
like the sweet salty thing, right?
Yeah.
They say
Very
raisinets or
specific.
snow caps. You can't do any of that.
Yep.
Yeah, you can, but I
should
don't do
not.
that. I have a popcorn and a diet soda. But I have been known to bring some inebriations. Now, I should have brought it to dope because...
Libations?
Yes, because I'm going to tell you, dope had me doped.
Okay, but like a diet, that's debatable.
No, but
Diet soda?
Yeah, a diet soda with some rum.
Rum.
What?
Yeah.
Rum?
Vodka, rum, and I bring a shaker.
Or rum and Coke.
So what's the best movie food?
Movie food? I like
Vodka
probably
tonic.
You can't really beat
Popcorn?
popcorn.
We still have some in the back.
I like the
It's 2 weeks old,
seasoning,
though. I
though.
don't
Vodka
We're
think-
finishing
tonic.
that today.
You're gonna finish
Vodka
it today?
tonic.
We're
Here's
finishing
a,
that today.
you have the little bar you open up.
Do I have a bar?
The
Yeah.
little minis in
I
your
make the
cargo
little.
pants?
I make
Oh.
I make all my ingredients and put it in the bag. So Linda puts ice in this tumbler, right? So
Linda and I have
Rochelle,
matching
so Rochelle pulls me over and we're talking, and the ice starts to melt, and the bag starts to leak. I said, Linda, go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom.
Why'd you put ice in a tumbler?
Because I have a shaker. And make a little rum and coke, vodka.
They would give you Coke, and all you
Cranberry.
need is a rum, and then you're good to go. It has to
I
make it
can-
look
I've
like,
done
don't you
that
have
too.
to make it look like it's their idea.
I do that too.
And then you don't bring ice. You can't bring things that
I used to
leak.
bring fruit. And, you know, you go to Publix and you buy a fruit box, little fruit. Because I couldn't eat popcorn, so I went to fruit. That didn't work too well either.
Katie, what'd you say about
Take
Linda?
you to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, Linda and I have matching keychains.
You're matching keychains.
It's really cute.
One has the left shoe and the other one has the right shoe.
They're really cute. So
Marcel the
we
Shell
kinda
and
have to go-
shoes.
What?
So that's what? So that's what you got to do. When you go to the movies, you got to bring some entertainment. It's
Gotta
good.
stay
You
away.
have 3 bags. You have peanuts and M&Ms or raisins, and then you have your popcorn. You go
Raisins.
I just drove around all weekend is what I did. I did it with my parents Friday night. And Saturday
You
I
painted the step.
did errands and I painted the step. And then yesterday we went down to
Nobody
Miami. It was very
noticed that the
busy.
step was painted, right?
No,
it
I
looks like a
did.
Brighter red.
It looks,
Yeah.
it
Well,
looks
it's
good.
cleaner.
Yeah.
It's cleaner, it's brighter, it's
I
red.
don't understand why it's red.
Should we have this conversation again?
No, I don't understand.
Because we had someone come in and feng shui the studio, and she told us different feng shui brings in different energies.
You feel feng shui?
I don't know
So
what that means, but
feng shui
yeah.
is different energies in different rooms. So you'll see there's different crystals and different baguas in a home.
Don't call me a bagua.
A bagua.
Don't call me a bagua.
So we had this whole conversation as to what color to pick, because we can't paint the door because it's not really our door, so we could paint the step.
Tammy, are you a bagua?
versus black. And then Freddie and I had this whole conversation.
I
of
wanted
it's
black.
when
I didn't
you-
get that either.
It's when you are facing, not looking, but looking when you're walking out. That's what.
That's south.
That's the direction versus when you're looking in. So
Which
that's
is
why
north.
it's red.
So
Maybe
that's.
because red carpet. I don't know.
Or red carpet. That works too.
I had it outside and it started to rain. I'm not doing that no more.
It's welcoming. It's the red carpet welcoming abundance and all these things. The portal has been opened.
So let's paint a red carpet all the way to the parking lot. Why don't you just keep painting?
Let's paint a yellow brick road.
So I had to decide. Did you see that post? Because apparently the yellow is surrounded by red. I got to show you the post. And
No,
everyone-
the red is surrounded by yellow.
so that's the question. If Dorothy took the yellow brick road, who took the red brick road that surrounded the yellow?
Elton John says, goodbye, yellow brick
He
road.
took the red brick road.
He says, you got to say goodbye.
You got to say, you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's do that because I think you are Miami inflamed.
We have music coming in today. We have, what was the name of the group?
We have a band coming in today.
We have a band
your
coming in
honor.
today, and it's
They're
going to be
looking
great.
for
Let me
a
see.
guitarist and a drummer.
She is a
Aren't
guitarist,
you a drummer?
actually. It is called Stumble Steady.
Oh God.
Do you know them?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, because we actually did a Battle of the Bands thing with
Yes. So they're
That's what
coming
they
in
is.
today.
them. Kara or Kara.
Yep.
Kara.
Yeah.
You know
So-
her?
Yeah,
So she owns Second Street Bagels and Deli,
yeah,
who are very good friends of ours.
yeah.
So she's coming in today because I think they want some video
Who
work
won
done.
the battle?
None of us, or she didn't and we didn't.
Who won
There
it?
was another band called The Nameless. They won.
Do you have a list of all those bands?
What do you mean?
Nobody ever gave you a
We can-
list of the
like
other
local
bands?
bands? I don't know. I wish I did, but I'm not in
We
that
should get
scene.
a
We could
list of the
probably
bands.
research Battle of the Bands, whatever year that was, and I bet it would pop up. There's got to be an ad or a flyer
Or we
floating
could
around
call
the
them
internet
and let them
somewhere.
complain.
So Kara's coming in with Al, I guess, in his guitar. So they'll be in on the 1 o'clock hour.
Al and the guitar.
And the guitar.
And the guitar.
That's, see, you know them.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And today we have the debut of Josh singing.
Yeah?
He told us that he could sing.
What? Katie,
I was
say it.
I was watching. I
Katie, say it.
asked him, "We need a singer," and
Katie,
he says,
say
"What are you
it.
talking about? I sing."
That.
You heard him. You heard the tape when he was singing.
Oh yeah.
That's
You heard the tape,
You're
right?
confusing me.
We heard the tape of you singing.
Yeah, I can. I'm really good with punk stuff because I have a loud
So is
voice
she.
and I can scream and all that. But
You could scream.
not scream, but like I can bring intensity to.
Yes.
To a
You
song.
could rap,
Sure. Yeah.
and she could rap too.
Yeah.
So you in Texas
We'll harmonize rapping.
are gonna harmonize the rap.
so they're going to be in today, 1 o'clock.
You singing?
No, I'm going to
You,
let them
you can
sing.
sing.
No.
You're such a liar.
She says what, and I say no.
I have it on my phone.
We're going to have a day of yes. Ready for a day of yes?
Nope.
No.
See the movie? Nope.
All right, let's wrap this up. Stay
Something
tuned.
to do with food.
Have a great morning, everyone. Let us know how your weekend was, what you're doing on this beautiful last Monday of July, which I cannot even believe we're going into August.
Book clubs. Let's sign up. I'm going to put a sheet out. I want to see at least 10 people join this book club.
All right, have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late. We'll see you in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No, company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because you know your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.